Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing? This is your Coach Renz. I'm in the kitchen of Uncle Renz Popcorn, so get used to that because a lot of videos are going to be shot from here more recently, right now. But I want to take a few minutes. First, I want to thank all my subscribers. I want to thank all you guys for participating, for always being there. I want to thank everybody who supports me on Patreon. I appreciate you guys as well. So I want to give you guys some information. I want to talk to you about wealth building for a second. I want you to think like rich people think, and that's the idea, is to always think like rich people think. That's the way we stop being broke, is to stop thinking like broke people. So today I want to talk to you about border income and what's the benefit of border income and how do you use it and how do you got it, and different ways of thinking about it. The basic information is this: border income is anyone who is living in your home who is paying you rent, paying you to be there. That's a border. But oftentimes the way they pay doesn't allow you to be able to use this as income. The thing about using it as income is this: if you are looking to get a loan through FHA, Sallie Mae, Fannie Mae, then what they allow you to do is to be able to use border income to increase your personal income, because the way it works is that they're going to give you, they won't give you a loan that reaches beyond 40% of your debt to income ratio. So if you can increase your income ratio with another $500 a month or $300 a month or $1,000 a month, however you can increase it, then that helps you to be able to get a house qualified. First of all, if your credit is good, and we've been through so many things about how to fix your credit. You know, financial alchemy. I can help you fix your credit. But if your credit is at least over 580, you can qualify for most of these loan programs that they have. But if you have good income, if you're lacking an extra $500 a month, then that could cause you to lose out on getting a house. That's the difference between getting a house at $150,000 house and getting a $200,000 house. But of course, we want to be able to afford whatever we get. But what border income does is increases the amount of income that you have coming in. The problem is that most people don't record it correctly. And you need to record it correctly for about 6 months at least in order to show a consistency so that you can show it as income. I would prefer you show it for a year, but if at least 6 months we can show it, then we're showing a consistency about the border income. The thing is, most people just accept it as cash. I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day, and who's also a client, but I was talking to her the other day about the fact that she's had many of her relatives come and live with her over the last few years. But what she has not done is to be able to take their money in as border income. So as she's looking to buy a house in the next year or so, she can't utilize that income, and she has a border right now. So I was telling her, hey, there's a different way to do this, and the way that you record it is by recording it through having them pay you by using money orders, checks, those kinds of things. Those kinds of payments will effectively allow you to have border income. Now, that's what most people are going to tell you. That's how most wealth builders, or they're going to tell you, and that's about the extent of what they tell you about border income. Let me give you a little bit more. The way you do it and the way you set it up is vital. First, let's think how rich people think. Some of you guys have children who live with you. They're 18, 17, 18, 15, 16, and they're working. Now, although you can claim their income on your taxes, most people won't do it because they know they're going to have to pay more in taxes, or their tax liability is going to be higher. Depends on how much money you're making. You may want to do that. You may not want to do it. But beyond that, the way that I would do it is to use them as border income. I'm not saying take the money from your children. I mean, they should be paying you something anyway, just so they can learn the lessons of building wealth and how life really is. But what I am saying is that they should, on all accounts, every time they get paid, let's say your child makes $500 a month, or they make $1,000 a month, or however much they make a month, have them convert their paycheck into a money order and then give it to you. You can cash it and give it right back to them. I'm not saying you have to keep it. That's up to you. I would make them pay something towards so that they can start learning the lessons and not get shocked when they get older. But let's say your child makes $500 a month, right? Have your child write you a check for it. Get them a check, but they write you a check. You get the check, you deposit it into your account, and then you give them their money right back, or their money minus whatever you're going to keep for them to learn lessons of life. And now they have their money back, but you're showing border income, a check money order transaction. Now, most people wouldn't even think about doing that with their children, but that's how rich people think. That's how people who know how to build wealth think. Utilize every dime and dollar that goes in and out of your home so that it benefits you. The second aspect of it is that if I was doing it, I would set up a business as a landlord or as a renter, get me a real estate business as a renter, and or a bed and breakfast, however you want to do, whatever license you want to do. Probably not a bed and breakfast, but I would set that up. And then I would have the children or the relatives or whomever is your boarder paying the money to the business. And then, of course, if it's my kids, I'm giving them back their money, minus whatever I make them pay so that they learn the lesson. But if it's a family member who's staying there for 6 months to a year, they're going to pay my business. And then I'll turn that money right back around into paying myself through a K-1 or 1099, or, you can do a W-2 if you like. I'll pay myself back that money. I wouldn't do a W-2, but I'll pay myself back that money. Of course, this will be set up in a trust and that sort of thing. But even if you don't want to take the time to set up in a trust, you're just doing it just to get a house, temporarily do it for a year, set this up, $100 to get your LLC, and have them pay it to the business. Then the business pays you. The business pays you, or you allocate the funds of the business wherever you want to go. But have the business pay you, though. And if you want to do this in order to get a house, the business pays you, and then from there, you're able to have that income as part of your income, so that you can then get a better house. Now, if you're going to do it for a house, I wouldn't do it as a K-1. You could do it as a dividend disbursement, but I would more than likely just set it up as a W-2 payment to yourself, so that you can also show Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, whoever you're using, FHA, that you're receiving this money on a monthly basis as a check payment to yourself with, on W-2. I would do that. And in that way, you're utilizing that money in order to upgrade your standard of living. If you're living in an apartment, you can do this. You're renting a house, you can do this. It doesn't really matter. But if your plan is to buy a house, buy your own property within the next year or so, then I would set that up with my kids or whomever is living with me. I would just do it that way. That way, you're increasing. That's what it's about. It's about building wealth, having your money work for you instead of you working for your money. That little gray hair right there is like driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to cut that off. But have your money work for you instead of you working for your money all the time. Utilize the money that's coming in your house to benefit you. So that's how I would use border income. The people who are joining me for Financial Alchemy, that's the kind of things that we talk about. So if for the ones who want to buy a house, as I evaluate their situation, those are the suggestions. Those are the things that I say, okay, if this is your situation, if you have kids who work, you have a family relative who live with you, this is what you do. If you're taking care of a parent and they're receiving Social Security wages and that sort of thing, this is how this is the best way to set these things up. It's just paperwork, so that you look differently on paper. You're going to set these things up, set it up this way, and then run it that way. You run it consistently. You do it consistently. Next thing you know, a year later, you're buying a house that you're really excited about, in a neighborhood, in a community that you're really excited about, and you're happier, your family's happier, and you're living life in a better way, and that's what it's all about. So border income, I want you to be able to use that. So y'all have a great day, and remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is not negotiable. And if you want to join Financial Alchemy, just go to CoachRands.com, the store, and you'll see the ability to get started with the program, so we can fix your credit and build your wealth. Have a great day.